Should you watch A Working Man in theaters? If you like Jason Statham movies, then you probably know exactly what you're getting here, and you're probably gonna love it. It's fun, it's got a lot of heart, and it delivers on the action. But if you're looking for something with a deeper story, or maybe something more original, then this movie might not be for you. Although, it's still a solid time if you just want to sit back and enjoy a good old action movie. I'm René, and I like to talk about movies, not deep dive, not overanalyze, just straight up surface level thoughts for the everyday movie fan. Consider subscribing to my channel so I can help you decide which featured films are worth spending your money on. A Working Man is an action film starring Jason Statham doing exactly what Jason Statham does best, which is punching bad guys. He plays a working class guy that just so happens to be an ex-military badass, and he gets mixed up in a criminal mess while he's trying to save someone that's important to him. Again, this is a simple movie, it's very easy to follow, and it does have a lot of heart. Along the way, you get some memorable villains, a damsel in distress that isn't really a damsel in distress, and plenty of good old classic action sequences. Now look, if you've seen The Beekeeper, which is Jason Statham's last movie, you'll notice that A Working Man has a very similar premise. It's one seemingly indestructible man against a whole system while he's trying to save someone that he really cares about. Personally, I like The Beekeeper just a little bit more because it leans into that over-the-top action, which I really love. However, this movie does a better job at creating a connection with the main character and making us care about the people around him in his life. The relationships here are more fleshed out, and you actually start to care about these characters beyond just hoping that they don't blow up. What I really liked most about this movie is that it's just a good time. The action sequences are well done, Jason Statham is as reliable as ever, and the bad guys were so much fun. Like, they were kind of goofy in a way like a Batman villain would be, and I really like that. The movie also had some comedic moments like sprinkled in throughout the movie that worked really well without kind of taking away from that tone that it was trying to set. And like I said, there is a damsel in distress in this movie, but it's a little bit different. She's not aware that someone is coming to save her, so she does her very best to get out of the situation on her own, and she does a pretty good job at it. That being said, this movie isn't something you've never seen before. The story is very familiar, and honestly, we've definitely seen this type of movie and this type of story many times before. My biggest concern with this movie is that I wish the fight sequences had been a little bit more drawn out, like just a little bit longer. For a movie banking on action, I definitely feel like there should have been more standout spectacle kind of moments, you know? Like, the fights were cool, but there was never really a moment where I was like, man, that fight scene right there is gonna go down in history as one of the best fight scenes. Also, going off of that, I feel like the movie was just a little bit too long. It was almost 2 hours long, and like, yeah, I guess you could have fleshed out the story a little bit more or added more action sequences to fill up that time wisely, but really, some parts just felt like it was dragged on just a little bit. But admittedly, I still had fun with this movie. It's the type of movie that you just turn off your brain, sit back, watch Jason Statham punch some bad guys, and just enjoy the ride. And sometimes that's all you need out of a movie. It's not gonna break any records, it's not gonna get any awards, but it delivers exactly what it sets out to do. I'm giving A Working Man a 7.5 out of 10. If you like Jason Statham, or you just really like action movies, then this is a good one, and I think you should definitely give it a try. Otherwise, this could easily be something you just wait for it to land on streaming, and you watch it when you have the time to. But as always, watch movies, form your own opinion, and I'll see you on the next one.